I remember right after the Miss South Carolina pageant, I had to go get my Miss America wardrobe ready. And I went in this little beauty pageant shop. I didn't think much of it. And there was this older grandmother sitting there, and I saw her granddaughter go in the back, and I figured, well, she's probably getting ready for a pageant like me, and I sort of sat down by her, and we had a little, hey, how you type thing, and the grandmother was so proud. She said, that's my granddaughter. She just going on back. I said, oh, she's darling. Yeah, she's a beauty queen. I said, oh, she's precious. Well, she's just not any beauty queen. She's the eggplant queen. I said, oh, that's really special, the eggplant queen. That's good. Yeah, but that ain't nothing compared to what she's going to be in 2 weeks. I said, really? Yes, ma'am. She's competing in the Miss Fresh Fruit and Vegetable Pageant. One of our Miss Universe winners from South Carolina was Miss Fresh Fruit and Vegetable. I know it. She said, we so excited. Then she looked at me and said, did you see that beauty pageant that was on Saturday night? I went, oh, my gosh. I said, you know, it's the truth. I hadn't seen the footage. I hadn't seen it. I said, no, ma'am. I haven't seen it. She said, that girl, my granddaughter could take her on. That one that won, it was me. She said, let me tell you something about that girl that won. She can't sing, and she sure ain't pretty. You know what I said to her? Yes, ma'am, I agreed with her. And that granddaughter came out, Grandmama, do you know who this is? Grandmama. I went, oh, my gosh. This is Miss South Carolina. She just won the pageant that was on TV Saturday night that we watched together. And the grandmother looked at me, her face completely drained, all the blood. And she looked at me and she said, oh, Lord. She said, by chance you ain't judging that Miss Fresh Fruit and Vegetable Pageant, are you? I was in 3 parades one Christmas, and I was so tired, and I always said, all right, look queenly. I took off all my makeup, put on some jeans. I was just beating it down I-26 to Charleston because it was Christmas Eve, and I wanted to be with my family. All of a sudden, I heard, and I thought, oh, my gosh, I'm going to get a ticket. Oh, these pageant people are going to kill me because they gave me a car to use. And that guy came up, real fit, you know, sharp hat, driver's license, registration, please, ma'am. I went, ooh. I handed it to him. He went back to his car. Never a good sign. Oh, this is awful. We came back. Y'all hands me a warning. Slow down. I said, yes, sir. I had my official photograph, all dressed up, crown on my head, makeup on, gown on, looking fine. I handed it to him. I said, woo, thank you so much. Merry Christmas. And he looked at it and took his glasses down on his nose. He looked at it again, looked at me, and looked at it and said, doggone, do you know her? When I was the Beaufort Water Festival queen, we had to go to the Branchville Railroad Days Festival. Mama said, come on, let's go pick up Ada, Mama's sidekick. Ada's going to go with us down to Branchville to meet your float. Oh, Lord, you should have seen my float, y'all. It was blue and white plastic disc and had a little skirt on that thing. And when that float went real fast, it just rippled in the wind. I went, I love this. Every beauty queen's dream to get on a plastic float with a skirt. Well, we waited and waited and waited, no float. And the pageant director came up, the parade director as well, and he said, your float hadn't shown up yet, and you're supposed to be in the very front. And he said, I don't know what we're going to do, and, you know, we don't have a float for. I said, oh, it's so fine. I'll just sit with you all and chat. And he said, well, I tell you what, we might just put you on another float and move you to the back. And my mother said, I will take care of this. And I went. She's Jane's very down to earth and very humble person. I tell you what we're going to do. She's going to sit on the hood of this yellow Buick, and I'm going to drive her. And I went, Mama! She said, you get on the hood of that car, and you act like a queen. So, Ada, go to Family Dollar and get me some poster paper and some magic markers. My mother wrote, Queen. Like that worked. Got scotch tape, put it on the side of that big old yellow Buick with that white hard top. I sat on that engine in that car. I was cooking. My fanny was on 350 degrees. But my mom has never been in a parade driving me before in her life. Where does she see some friends of hers? Slams on brakes. Oh! And I just go, bam! Mama! Well, there's your cousin John. Hey, hi, Sarah. Oh, good. Did you get my card? I'm climbing back on the hood of the Buick. Miss Ada's sitting there eating potato chips like absolutely nothing's wrong. And there's this huge gap between the vehicle in front. I said, Mama, you are behind. She gives it the gas, and I am plastered on the windshield, holding on to the windshield wipers, and all I could think of was act queenly.